This is your favorite YouTube dealer. I appreciate you guys for stopping in. And I don't know if we've ever checked out Judas Priest. I could be wrong, so comment down below and let me know, but this might be the first time that I've heard them. I saw they dropped something new. It's called Panic Attack, and I figured now is a better time than any to dive in. And if there's some more stuff that you guys want me to check out, just let me know, and we can make sure that we dive into more of it. But let's get into this, and let's see what they was doing with it. Okay, this is fire. I did not know what I was diving into, but I love this. And the name of the song, I didn't even really consider it, is so relative to a lot of people. I personally had never had a panic attack, and I don't even know if you'd call it that until like within this last year in 2023. I had stopped smoking weed. I went through a period of like anxiety and, which I'd always kind of dealt with, but it definitely spiked a lot of that shit up. And after like maybe 4 or 5 months or something like that, I was like, you know what, I just want to smoke just a little bit. It's almost like a little finale. Now that I don't feel like I have the urge, which is, it's odd, right? You don't have the urge. Why go back and smoke? But I was like, let me just a little puff. And like an idiot, I didn't really consider the fact that obviously my tolerance went way down. Like I used to smoke blunt after blunt after blunt, like ridiculous. And so I just bought one. And instead of just taking a few hits and, I just tried to smoke through the whole thing. And I got about halfway through, and all of a sudden, like I became super aware of my heartbeat. And I'm like, yo, my heart's beating kind of fast. And I started to feel unwell. And I remember I like went and sat by my window over here and opened my window to get some cold air, I breathed in some fresh air, and I started getting nervous. And the next thing I know, I had to go out back, and I'm just sitting down outside. I'm just like, I remember trying to walk to the front of my apartment building. Like I was kind of trying to walk around a little, and I was at the point where I'm walking towards the front, and all of a sudden I just feel like my heart was pounding through my chest. Like I just ran like 20 sprints. Like it was crazy. And I'm like, yo, I'm going to die. Like I was like, I'm going to die. And that was a rough night, because then all I kept doing is like hyper focusing on my heart. And it was beating fast. And then I started in my mind picturing like it was about to just explode. Like it was a really odd experience. I'd never experienced anything like that. Like I've definitely been very anxious in situations, socially anxious when I was younger, which I've kind of broken through, and just different stuff like that, but never to the point where I'm just like, yeah, I can't stop focusing on my heart. And it was really weird. It was really odd. So I don't know if that's a panic attack, but if that is, I've finally had one. It took a long time, but we finally got there. Panic attack, panic attack. Matters of fact fall on deaf ears, while a million months rip up their fears. Go fishing round those corridors of pride. As the deadhead sadly suffer sins, while the euthanizing then begins. The clock is ticking down to doomsday hour. Panic attack, panic attack. Panic attack, panic attack. Alien nations deep. Side crazy. Okay, this is ridiculous. I'm here for this.
It don't matter about your choice, 'cause all you got is an empty voice, and there's no way left to tell what's right from wrong. There's still time left to do what's right. Eliminate those parasites and put your mind amidst the angry throng. Panic attack, panic attack. Disconnect the system. Panic attack, panic attack. Euthanize the brain. Panic attack, panic attack. By semantic wisdom.
This is so fire. By the way, this guitar solo was ridiculous. I didn't want to pause it during it, and I'm not going to play the whole thing over, but there was a part that I really, really enjoyed because it kind of gave me like video game vibes. Like, I'm like, yo, this could easily be in some video game. You move it up to that boss level or something like that. Like just some madness happening right now in a video game.
It don't matter about your choice, 'cause all you got is an empty voice, and there's no way left to tell what's right from wrong. There's still time left to do what's right. Eliminate those parasites and put your mind amidst the angry throng. Panic attack, panic attack. Disconnect the system. Panic attack, panic attack. Euthanize the brain. Panic attack, panic attack. By
Yeah, I love this.
wisdom. Panic attack, panic attack. Digitally, criminally. Panic attack, panic attack. Panic attack, panic attack. Panic attack, panic attack.
Yo, that was so fire. I had no idea what I was getting myself into, but that was ridiculous. And I know that I've heard this name before, so I'm sure they've been around for quite a while. I might have to be diving into some of their old stuff. If you guys can give me some suggestions down below, but let me know what you guys thought about this. Yo, this shit was legit. Okay. I always have some questions when we react to stuff that, like I said, again, I don't think that we've done any Judas Priest on the channel. So I always like to ask certain questions like, if you're a Judas Priest fan, which I assume most of the people that are going to find this video will be, like, when was it that you first started listening to them? What song was it that made you become a fan? And I always like to ask, like, is there any song, like, was there a song along their path that like really blew them up into stardom type of stuff? Because obviously they're pretty popular as far as I understand. I mean, I feel like if I heard them when I used to just listen to rap music, then they probably were pretty popular because it reached me and I wasn't even looking for music like this. But it's fun though that I never listened to stuff because now I get to go back and check it out with you guys for the first time all these years later, and it's kind of a dope experience. So yeah, I just, like I said, I always be asking random questions. So if you guys can answer those down in the comments, I do appreciate you, and let me know what else you guys want to see. But this was extremely dope. That guitar solo, that shit was wild. But I will catch you in the next one, homies.